Hello Lee Forest, welcome back to Mrs Hudson's kitchen. I hope you're all okay and you enjoyed making your scones last week. This week we're going to have a go at making a savoury dish, and I thought we'd have a go at making chicken nuggets because I love chicken nuggets. Do you? I think you do, don't you? So what you need to do is get together all your equipment. You need to make sure you clean your surface down well with antibacterial spray first and give your hands a really good wash. Once you've done that, you're then ready to get all your bits and bobs ready. I have got a food processor, but if you haven't got a food processor, it doesn't matter. I'll talk you through what to do. You'll need a baking tray lined with a little bit of tin foil. And then ingredients wise, you'll need 2 or 3 breasts of chicken, defrosted. You'll need 2 eggs and 125 grams of bread. Now I am using brown bread today, but you don't have to. If you've got white bread, that's fine. I just prefer a healthier choice of brown. So I'm going to be making this into breadcrumbs shortly. So 125 grams of bread. You'll also need some mixed herbs if you've got some. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. You can just season with salt and pepper. I'm going to put a bit of salt and pepper in mine too. If you don't want to make your own breadcrumbs at home, or you haven't got a food processor to be able to do that, you could buy some ready-made breadcrumbs. So if you prefer, you can buy these ready-made. I think they're only about 40 or 50 pence. So you can buy some ready-made ones instead. And then you need a little bit of spray oil or a bit of butter to pop on your baking tray. So, are you ready to make some chicken nuggets? I'm ready. It's going to be my lunch today. So, in front of me, you'll see the chicken breasts. Let's move those out of the way. You'll see my bread, my eggs, and my blender ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my breadcrumbs. So I'm going to get my bread roll and I'm going to break it into little pieces. I'm going to pop it in my blender. This is going to be a bit noisy, I'm afraid. So do hold your ears while I'm blending. We're going to make this bread roll into some breadcrumbs. You don't have to use a bread roll. You can use just slices of bread if you want to. So I'm going to put the lid on. And are you ready for the noise? Here we go. Wow, that was noisy, wasn't it? But it's made me some delicious brown breadcrumbs. So here we go. Just going to lift the blade out to make it nice and safe for me. And then I'm going to tip these breadcrumbs. Oh, look at those, they're beautiful. Nice and fluffy. Ready for us to coat our chicken in. So there we go. Some lovely breadcrumbs. Just going to put those to the side for the moment. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break my eggs into my bowl. So here we go. To break your egg, you just tap it gently on the side. I do it 3 times. I go 1, 2, 3, and then you can pop your fingers in and gently pull out, and your egg will plop into your bowl. If you do get some eggshell in there, don't worry. You can always scoop it out. You ready? 1, 2, 3. And plop it out. So that's our 2 eggs broken into our bowl. With your fork, you can then just give it a little whisk. There we go. Just mix them together so the whites and the yolks are mixed in. There we go. That will do us. Just pop that to the side. There we go. We've got our egg all ready. Pop that to the side there with the breadcrumbs. The next thing we need to do, and there is a little warning about this, is we need to chop our chicken. Now when you're using raw chicken, it's really, really important that you cut it on a board that is used for cutting meat, raw meat, because chicken holds a bacteria that's quite dangerous to us when it's uncooked. So once you've handled the meat, you will then need to make sure you wash your hands thoroughly. Now I like to use my kitchen scissors to chop my meat. And what you're going to do is you're going to chop your chicken breasts into bite-sized chunks. So I'm going to chop, chop, chop. I think those are a bit big, so I'm going to chop that one in half. There we go. So there we go. We've chopped up all of our chicken. Should we just count how many pieces we've got to check? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 11 chicken nuggets. I can't wait. So I'm just going to go and wash my hands because you remember that bacteria? It's all on my hands now, so I need to make sure it comes off before I go any further. So bear with me 2 seconds. Some nice antibacterial soap here. There we go. Give them a really good scrub together. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Nice hot water. There we go. Beautiful. Nice clean hands. Right, on to the next part. We're just going to season our breadcrumbs next. So here's my breadcrumbs, if you remember from earlier. So I am just going to, let's move it back a little bit. I'm just going to sprinkle a few of the mixed herbs, and I'm going to get a bit of pepper and a little tiny bit of salt. There we go. And then we can grab a spoon and just give that a mix around. There we go. Lovely. Right, this is the messy bit then. Who likes getting messy? Right, here we go. So we're going to get some chicken. So again, you'll need to wash your hands very carefully again after you've done this. You're going to dip it into the breadcrumbs, into the egg, and then you're going to dip it into the breadcrumbs. Give it a good roll around, and you'll end up with a nice bready piece of chicken. I'm going to pop that onto my baking tray. So into the egg. This is a messy job. Into the breadcrumbs. Give it a roll around. Don't be too heavy-handed with it because you want the breadcrumbs to stick nice and evenly, not in big clumps. And then onto your baking tray. Again into the egg. Into the breadcrumbs. Go. If you want to double this recipe, it's really easy. So just use either 4 or 6 chicken breasts and then just double the amount of breadcrumbs, and you might need another egg as well. If you're vegetarian and you don't eat chicken, you can also adapt this recipe. You could use halloumi cheese if you like cheese. You could have breaded halloumi. Or you could use corn nuggets. There we go. Get in there. So back into the egg, into the breadcrumbs. Oh, look at my fingers. Ugh, they're very sticky. This is a great job though. If you like getting messy, this is a lovely sticky job. Into the breadcrumbs, give it a toss around, nice and coated. Onto my tray. I've got 4 more to do. So this is number 1. We're nearly there. 2, into the egg, then into the breadcrumbs. I like to serve my chicken nuggets with a bit of salad and also a little bit of tomato sauce. If you're tomato sauce fans, you can make your own tomato sauce if you're feeling adventurous by using a can of chopped tomatoes, a little bit of tomato puree and some onions and garlic chopped up into it, and bring it all to a boil on the hob. You'll have a nice, thick, sticky tomato sauce. There we go, this is my last chicken nugget now. My breadcrumbs are getting a little bit sticky. There we go, pat it down. There we go, and the last one can go on there. Right, very, very messy, sticky chicken hands that need a really good wash. So here we go again. Hand washing is fundamental in this process today to keep you safe and away from any harmful bacteria. As I say, chicken's absolutely fine once it's been cooked, but before it's cooked it does hold a nasty bacteria on it. So let me show you now what we have got on our baking tray. There we go. We have got a tray full of beautiful chicken nuggets. What you need to do with them now is get your oil spray, and I would just give a couple of squirts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go, over the top of your nuggets, just to stop them all sticking on the tray. Then you're going to bake them in your oven at 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. What I suggest when they come out of the oven is that you chop one in half just to make sure there's no pink in the middle and make sure they're cooked completely through. So 20 minutes on 180 degrees and they'll be ready. So I'll see you in 20 minutes. Can you smell them cooking already? I can't wait for them to be ready for my lunch. I'll see you in 20 minutes and we'll see what they look like. So welcome back everyone. I've got the nuggets out of the oven. Got my oven glove on again, look. This is hot, so make sure your adult helps you when you're putting things in and out of the oven. I've also just chopped one in half just to make sure that they're fully cooked through, and they are. They're all white inside, so they're ready to serve. So I'm going to serve out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Mr. Hudson, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for me, and then there's a couple of spares. I'll show you what they look like. Here's my lunch with my chicken nuggets, my tomato sauce and my salad. They look delicious. I can't wait to eat them. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to make chicken nuggets today. I'll be back again next week with something else. Again, send me any posts you want if you want me to have a go at making anything, and I'm happy to have a go. The recipe will be on the website, so look out for that. Keep safe, make sure to clean those hands. Take care everyone. Bye.